Hello to all my educator friends. This is Kyle with Sibme with your 2-minute drill. Today, I'm going to be discussing where the magic starts to happen within the Sibme platform. Today, I'm going to be discussing my workspace. Now, a lot of folks have asked, a lot of folks have inquired about once videos are recorded, do we have a private space to store those videos in the Sibme platform before they're shared out? The answer to that is yes. This is where the self-reflection process starts. This is the space where you can feel confident that these videos are not being watched immediately after you record them. And of course, you can then choose and send those videos out as you choose at different huddles. So this is where the magic happens in my workspace. As you can see, as I break this down from top to bottom, the magic is the green plus button where you can upload a video, upload audio, record a video, upload a resource within the platform. But then also, once you upload these videos, what can you do with them? You can actually crop these videos. You can edit these videos. You can rename these videos. You can delete these videos. So you're already in the process of self-reflection. You're seeing things that you did not ordinarily see within your self-reflection. And this is the place to do that within my workspace. And then, of course, once you are ready to share those videos out, simply is clicking the share button, choosing a huddle that you would like to send it to. Also, you can choose the best practice video library, or if you have multiple accounts within the Sibme platform, you can choose to send that to those as well. So there's a variety of ways that you can utilize my workspace, but this is where it all starts, ladies and gentlemen. So I wanted to just break this down real quick to build up the confidentiality of my workspace and let you know that this is not a I got you moment. This is something that's solely building for self-reflection and growth. So my friends, once again, this is Kyle with Sibme with your 2-minute drill. I want to thank y'all. Please stay tuned for next time.
2 minutes. Woo woo! What is up? Great 2-minute drill, Kyle. Thanks for that. We got a really special show for you all today. Corey, Kyle, how's the weather in your parts of the country? Kyle, I know you're on the West Coast. Corey, you're on the East Coast, and I think we are sunshine coast to coast. What do you say?
It is nice here. We're looking at the 80s for sure. Go ahead, Kyle.
I'm definitely getting some great hot weather out here in sunny California. We have triple digits out here, but it's always lovely. It never rains in California. That's what they say.
Well, it rains all the time here in Ohio, I've realized, out here in the Midwest. So, but yeah, the temperatures are lowering. We had a pretty hot summer with several consecutive days in the 90s. This is nothing compared to the weather down in Texas, my home state. So it was actually a pretty cool summer for us. But we are in the 80s. I'm back in my sunroom, which I love, and 50s at night. So my girls went to go check the eggs in the coop. We're now getting eggs from our chickens, our quarantine chickens that we got in March. And they ran out there in barefoot because my kids never have shoes on here. You'd think we live in the country. And they ran back inside immediately and said, the grass is frozen. So now they'll finally wear their shoes again.
Excellent. Well, we have a really exciting show for you all today. One of the coolest members to join the Sibme team has joined us. A very special welcome to a gentleman I really enjoy collaborating with, our new Vice President of Partnerships, Hank Brand. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Hank.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for letting me join you today. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
I love it. This is your second week here at Sibme, and is your head still spinning? I know my first few weeks it was learning all the different complexities of the company and all the amazing things that we offer. And so, how you feeling? Do you have a little Zoom fatigue yet this morning?
I think everyone's feeling a little Zoom fatigue at this point. But no, it's great. Everyone's been so welcoming. It's a great team to work with, and everyone has so much knowledge to share that it's made it really a great experience.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So let's kick it off. We're gonna do a little let everyone get to know you a little bit as the VP of Partnerships, and so tell us a little bit about who you are, what's your background, where you come from.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I like long walks on the beach. Well, obviously, right now I'm in Chicago, Illinois, in the Midwest. So I know we've got the East Coast and we've got the West Coast right now. Just letting you know, it's still sunny. It's finally getting cool here in the Midwest. We've got the trumpets behind us. I come from education world. I was in the classroom for over 7 years. I've taught PK through 12th grade, everything from elementary gifted in art through high school math. I'm really excited to be part of the Sibme team. I've been in the ed tech world for the last 5 years, primarily in special education technology. And so, a huge thing that really motivates my work is equity within what we do, making sure that all teachers, all students have the tools they need to be successful. So.
Yeah, and I think that's where you and I have connected as a former special educator. And you've asked me a couple of times in some of our introductory meetings, how are folks using this for special education? Has that been realized, especially with our new goals feature? And I'm so excited that you have those thoughts and ideas because they're the exact same ones that I have. And so I'm pretty excited about how we're going to continue our partnerships with some of our special education clients and help them realize some of the ways that this can help, especially in the pandemic schooling that we are in this fall. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that's been one of the most exciting things to learn about is just the ways that so many different districts are using us, right? Mm-hmm. We were a solution that existed before COVID. We'll be here after COVID, but we've done so much amazing work to respond to this moment that I think, it's really allowing us to see all the new ways that districts can utilize Sibme. And I think they're discovering a lot of really great use cases that will exist long beyond or through this period of time.
Definitely. All right, Brian.
Well, what do you think? There's something, everyone should kind of know about you.
Know about me? Well, I don't think anyone really wants to. I'm not interesting enough to get to know that way, but I come from a family of educators. So we spent a lot of our summers driving around. We've actually driven to every state in the United States except for Hawaii for obvious reasons. But I live right now in Chicago with my partner, brilliant artist. We've got our fur babies, our dog and our cat, and I can't really function in the morning without a cup of coffee.
It's hard to trust a man that they can't start his day without a cup of coffee, but I know a few people that try. So you also have you've got a great voice. You have a great mic presence. How did essentially tell us a little bit about your journey because I've already got to learn a few things from you. Tell us a little bit about that background and how you got here.
Yeah, so about my voice, I was actually walking down the street one day with my bicycle. I had a flat tire and a radioactive van crashed in front of me and sprayed this liquid goo directly onto my throat, and it gave me these special abilities. No, actually. So I think what you're saying is you want to hear the voice, but
we want everyone to know the voice. Yes.
The benefit of working in education is obviously we have the summers free. And so last summer I moonlit as a PA announcer for the Madison Mallards. Unfortunately, their season was canceled this year. But for those fans on the north side of the capital city of Wisconsin, it's time to play ball.
That's right. There we go.
So exciting. I think I'm going to need you to record that for my son's baseball team for next summer. I'll just have you record it and then I'll play it right up to the speakers every time because we don't have very exciting, Little League ball. Not much excitement right before the game.
3'4".
That's right. Exactly. Weighing 50 pounds.
Or it'd be great to leave. Put that on the voicemail messages here on my cell. So when folks call, you hear the great voice there.
You've reached Kyle Howard.
Well, I've tried to get on Cameo, but I guess there just isn't enough interest.
Love it.
Well, that's great, Hank. And you coming to the team, we are definitely excited about it. But our mission here at Sibme is to change the way people learn at work. How do you plan to help support that mission?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, coming from the classroom, being in ed tech, what I'm really excited about right now is really building systems and understanding our use cases within those districts. Every teacher learns uniquely. Every student is a unique learner. And what I really want to be able to do is help create those systems to allow everyone to learn at their level. And I know with Sibme, there's a tool that really lets them do that, where we can drive the culture of learning in schools away from compliance and really into a field of practice.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Yeah. And that's really, and when we talk with our customers, and many of them don't seek us out for that compliance piece, they're really looking for ways to authentically engage their educators in their own learning so that they can be the best educator they can be for those students, who those educators are trying to do the same with their students. And I think it's about the culture, right? If our teachers don't live and breathe that culture, it's hard to get our students to do so in the classroom. So I love that. I think that's a great way to add to that mission. Brian, I don't know. I am kind of wondering, now that I've heard the voice again, I got to hear it last Monday when we all learned that about the moonlighting that Hank did. You might have a competition for the what is up. I think I need to hear it from both of you. Brian, could we do a real quick what's up?
We didn't really get
competition?
A good what's up in there. What is up?
All right,
yeah,
Hank,
that can't be replaced. That can't be replaced.
Well, we'll have to get you to try at some point. I like how you went back and then back in again. It reminded me of something like Joey from Full House used to do that in his impersonations with singing.
I always look up to Joey. Joey's my man.
Joey's good. We're almost done with the full. We watch these reruns, all of the complete shows. That's our dinner time viewing, and so Full House is what it is now. Step by Step will be next. Family Matters.
Boy Meets World.
Yep, Boy Meets World, absolutely. All right, well, Hank, thanks so much for joining us today and giving us a little peek into inside who Hank Brand is and how you'll be supporting everyone as the VP of Partnerships this year. We're so excited to have you on the team. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, everyone.
Welcome to the party.
More of a Fuller House with me involved.
That's right. It's Fuller House. All right. So, Brian, it looks like we might have lost Kyle. I know he was having some connection issues, but you and I have got a couple of announcements that we want to go over and some shout outs. So let's go for that. So don't forget that we have this new course coming out. My goal is to get it out and published next week. We have had some amazing additions to some of the activities that are downloadable that are really going to help you with that process of calibrating your leadership team. If you didn't get a chance to watch What's Up Wednesday, the interview with the author of this course, Dr. Tanya Gori, go check it out. It's a couple of weeks ago. We'll put the link to that particular What's Up Wednesday in the chat. So check that one out. Also, we still have people registering and getting in there for the Better Together Summit for that on-demand access. I've talked to a few customers who have asked us a couple of questions about some ways to do some things or thoughts around others who have done these things, various things around, supporting teacher mental health and getting their virtual coaching cycles up and started. And it's been awesome to say that, someone did a really great session on that at the Better Together Summit, and you can have access to that right now, and then we can kind of come and talk about implementing those ideas. So that is still very much active, definitely.
Excellent. There's also great, there's so many great sessions in there. If you go to this page, you'll be able to access everything. There was even, I remember somebody on the first day did a session on how to create a virtual office at home.
Setting up your teach from home space with Ruth Molinado.
That's right.
It's a good one.
If you're still going to be working from home this upcoming school year and you want to, talk about some of the higher points of what that could be, get some new ideas, that session was a really good one to connect with. Kyle, do you have any good memories? Any of the good sessions from the Better Together that you want to broadcast?
No, what I do want to highlight is the important part for those folks who are transitioning into new roles. So folks who are coming in as new instructional coaches, new admin spots. We had a lot of people who are attending that the first time. Now, this is still a great time to go back and reflect, go back and get some of that great information and bring that into your new year. Bring that into your new classroom, or bring that into your district, especially with this new transition of virtual learning and distance learning. It's a great way to help share that information. And like our mission here is total asynchronous. So go back, take it at your leisure. But most importantly, we want to push that collaboration and share that, especially with our folks going into this school year.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect, Kyle.
I want to mention, you talked about Ruth's session on setting up your teach from home space. So me and the other Sibme moms had a session on day 2 called Managing Online Learning and Working from Home. And it was really a little bit more of a parent/parent educator perspective on some things you can do to be able to, if you're working remotely this fall and you've got at-home learners learning remotely, how do you manage that and set that up as a family and make sure they're supported and all of those pieces. And so I bring that up because Jenny and Lindsay are joining me again this Friday for an episode on the Coach Replay show. That's kicked back off. We had a really great conversation, TJ and I, last week around rethinking and redesigning learning for socially distanced and online classrooms. So check that out. A really good takeaway from that. But Jenny and Lindsay and I are going to be talking about, as educators, what are some tips and some strategies that we can share with families so they can be successful in supporting their learners from home. It's a question that all of us have gotten from a lot of our friends. Jenny's a homeschool mom of 8 girls. She's got tons of experience. Lindsay comes from early childhood and has a little one at home and is great at managing that. And I'm kind of somewhere in the middle with 3 kids who learn in public schools, but we're doing remote learning this year. So join us for the Coach Replay show Friday, new time, 1 Eastern, 12 Central, and we are now on a podcast. So that's pretty exciting too. All right, favorite segment. I know, Kyle, you've got some specific people you want to shout out to. I do as well. So let's get on to our shout outs for the day before we wrap up. I want to give a big shout out to not a new customer coming back for the 2nd year, but really looking at some awesome ways that they are going to be using Sibme this year. I'm going to be working with a few of their folks today to get everything set up for faculty and students. That's University of the Pacific. So give a big shout out to my folks there. And Kyle, you've got Community of Learning on here. Tell us a little bit about them.
Yes, the Community of Learning out in the Dominican Republic. Meeting with those ladies a few weeks ago. They just started with Sibme, but they found the value of collaboration, self-reflection, especially they're really excited about it going into this year. So they're looking to bring some new things into the campus and video, and Sibme is going to allow them to really maximize their attentions in doing that. So I'm really excited about the Community of Learning down in Dominican Republic, and hopefully one day I can get down there and maybe have a straw hat in my drink, or a straw umbrella in my drink, or something like that. So
love it.
hopefully we can get out there. But you know what? I'm going to throw another shout out there. Since it is the beginning of the school year, I just want to give a shout out to all the folks who are starting this new school year. We have teachers, administrators, instructional coaches who are starting something new. Of course, with this COVID-19 situation. So I always want to give a shout out to all those folks who are making those adjustments on the fly, but really still making an impact with student learning. So I'm giving that improv shout out there.
I love it. Yeah, well deserved for sure. Several our best friends from back in Texas, they're Their school age kids started back yesterday. Mine start on Monday with my kindergartner's very first day of school online. We got an email from her virtual teacher, and I could not be more excited about the really awesome ways that she's planning on meeting the kindergartner's needs this year. So shout out to all those teachers who are a new teacher again this year. So definitely. All right, Brian, anything else before we close out today?
Stay on the sunny side. Always on the sunny side. Stay on the sunny side of life. We'll see you out there, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.